The demise of superpower détente was followed by a period, short-lived as it turned out, of heightened superpower conflict. This is often referred to as the Second Cold War. In 1983, the US President Ronald Reagan, who had come to power on a platform of virulent anti-Sovietism, described the US enemy as an evil empire. Yet less than 3 years later, the same US President had met with his new Soviet counterpart, Mikhail Gorbachev, and within a further few years, the Cold War was history. Enemies had not become friends, as the end of the Cold War did not see an end to US-Russian competition, and the relationship to this day continues to remain a troubled one. Nevertheless, a remarkable transformation took place in the second half of the 1980s in the superpower relationship, and few could have predicted in 1983 that Reagan would walk with Gorbachev only a few years later through the streets of Moscow. Moreover, this marked a momentous break in the history of how great power contests have ended, since despite the arguments of the realists, the Cold War came to an end with a whimper and not, thankfully, a bang. So what explains this remarkable transformation? Why did cooperation prove more resilient in the second half of the 1980s than it had proved in the 1970s?